When you are finished with all of your portraits, you are going to be in charge of, as a group, creating a wall that's a collaborative share space where each of you is going to contribute some portraits. You are going to come up with a name for your photo group, and you're going to share all of these. So one person in your group needs to do this. So you're going to make a Padlet. Once you log in with Google, log all the way in, and as a group, you're going to decide how you're going to put your content in there. One thing you may not use is back channel. That's really more of like a texting type of format, but you can put them in here anyway. I would suggest probably not Canvas either. That's kind of scattered. Streamline will stack content above and below, just in a nice big stream, probably larger photos. But anyway, you decide what you want to do. Shelf is nice because it gives you titles and then you can put things underneath of them. So you could give whoever you took photos of, you could put their names up here and then post their pictures below them. For now, I'm just going to select this grid. I can change my ideas later on. Now it defaults to whatever, but you want to come up with a very professional looking thing. The first thing I want you to do is you're going to name your group. And this is something you have to sort of decide together. So whatever professional name it is that you want to give to your photography, the kids that you worked with to shoot these photos, that's what you want to put in here. And then the description is their names. So everybody who's in your group. So you'll notice it'll show up here. So I don't know, you know, Photography Incorporated, and then Sally, so-and-so, Jeff Blue, whatever your names are. You're going to put all the names underneath of here. All right, then I'm going to choose a background. Now, remember, you're putting photographs up, so you don't want to use anything really childish or playful or anything that's going to detract. So definitely some of these things are out. These lights, the windmill, anything that would detract from that. Probably the best thing to choose would be sort of a plain background, definitely not donuts or giraffes or the Simpsons or anything like that. So you want to look for professional. I'm just going to go with this plain gray linen background, which would look very nice with photos on it. Then I'm going to go back here. You can choose to use different fonts in here, so that'll change the font of what you're typing with. So it doesn't give you a whole lot of choices, but something that you think looks professional. You can choose light or dark for your posts. Don't worry about the symbol that's in there. Allow viewers to comment on posts. You want to turn that on, and they can also star the votes. They can like them. How about, let's say, give them stars there. Hashtags, this is easier. You're actually just going to share the link. I would suggest that down here you put your group name. It just makes it easier to find, so it's actually like a web address that you're giving it. So hashtag, I don't know, like Photo Incorporated or Photo Inc. or whatever down there. And then I'm just going to click Next. I want this to be public. Those with access can write. So as your group, when you share this link with them, other people can come in and write, or collaborators. Oops, keep working. We want them to be able to write. Contributors. So number one, you're going to put my email address in here. And then a comma, and then anybody else who's in your group. So whoever's in your group, put their email address on there and use your spring forward one in there. And you should all be able to contribute then as you know, members in here and not just guests. Next. So it's going to set up and it's going to say that I'm ready to start posting. So to post images in here, I'm going to make a click and I'm going to give it a title. So probably the person who posed for the picture. And you could just say lighting style maybe. All right, and then I want to upload. So this is where I want to, so maybe this is Sally or Jeff who's in this photo. And I want to upload their photo in there now. So maybe this was the photo that I took during class. So here's their name and everything. And you know what else I want you to put on there? Now that it's there, I want you to go in here and edit. And I want you, besides the lighting style, I want you to put your own name on here. So if you took this photo, so your name and the lighting style. So you're responsible. This is the person who's in the image. This is the person who took the image. All right, so there's my first post. Now, as you share this then, you're going to share the link, and we're going to put a number of different photos in here. You're going to post all your work on here. And other people can come in here and look at these, and they can rate them. They can add a comment like, hey, I really like this photo. I like the way the light splits the person's face right in half. I think it looks really cool. Whatever it is, and you can rate it with stars and things like that. And that's how you're going to set up your wall. So everybody is contributing. Since you shared this as an email address on here, everyone should be able to collaborate on here in your group. Then to share it with in Google Classroom, again, it's set to public already. Anyone with access can write. So you want people to be able to make comments and things like that. I want to go to Share, Export, and Embed, and I want to get a copy of this Padlet. So it's basically this link right here. And I'm going to post that in Google Classroom then. So that's how you would do this. So all of you in your group are working on this collaborative wall, and it's a place to share things, and it's a place to sort of critique one another on our photo work.